Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Off the Boards with I'm one of your hosts, Kyle Yacy, and we got Christopher Warschuk. Hopefully, I'm not butchering that. My dude, I'm
You
cracking a
screwed up
fucking
my
beer for
you
you
screwed
right
up my
now.
first you screwed up my first name more than you screwed up my last name.
That's fair. Seems like something I would fucking do. So, how's it going, my man? Fucking, how about them Oilers?
Yeah, it's going good, man. We're hopefully going to be in first by the end of the evening, and that would make me real happy.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm not
boys
sure
are
how I feel
rolling.
about that, to be quite honest with you. Um, yeah, it's tough.
No one's beating us at home.
No,
No, no shot, dude. Nobody's beating us in Rogers.
well, fine. No, that's fair. I'm not. I agree. I think we're coming out with a W tonight. Don't get me wrong, right? We're playing the
Yeah, we need.
Sharks.
Yeah, we gotta rely on the Kraken to win one, which
That's the thing. And like
is
let's
hard in
not to kind of
regulation,
go ahead,
nonetheless.
but our two pathways right now for the playoffs, right? At least in the first round, is pretty much guaranteed to cemented into either be the Kings or it's gonna be the Jets.
Yeah, it's Kings or Jets. If we win the division, it's Jets. I think, or is the other way around?
No. So if we win the division, it's the Jets, but that's also
Yeah.
dependent on if Vegas also loses.
Are we
But
like people are like not wanting to play the Jets? Are we still
I
scared of the
don't.
Jets because of 2 years ago? That's
I
2 years ago, dude.
But I'm
They're
not scared
not
of
the
the years
same
ago.
team.
I'm scared of their goalie, man. I'm not scared of the team itself. It's just Hellebuck. Like Hellebuck's good, man. Good. Like, and he's done. And think about the Jets this season too. To kind of go into it more, we haven't had a good record against the Jets this season, right? I'm
We're,
pretty
we're
sure.
literally 500 against the Jets. I just looked it up,
Yeah,
and we beat them 6-3, 3-2, lost 2-1, and then we lost 7-5. So like Hellebuck's not the one I'm scared of. We can very obviously score on him.
yeah.
That 7-5 game, I'm pretty sure, was a Jack Campbell shaky start
It was
game.
a Jack Campbell shaky start. That I
Oh,
remember.
yeah, Campbell played the whole game. Yeah, whole game. 842 save percentage. Hell yeah,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah, and I think that's also, if I remember correctly, because what month was that in when we played the Jets? Because I think we played them pretty much like back to back
So,
almost, right?
so we played them back to back at the beginning of March,
Yeah. So
and we
beginning of
won
March, we weren't
six
exactly
three and
firing
lost
that
seven
well.
five.
Yeah, we weren't doing well that like around that time, regardless. So
Oh,
I don't.
sorry, no, I'm reading this wrong. So I was looking at a preseason game. So we are 2-1 against the Jets in the regular season.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the first one was New Year's Eve, and we lost 2-1.
I went to that one. I was beyond fucking drunk, but I did go to it.
Yeah,
I don't remember a lot
The
of
New
it.
Year's Eve game's always a good time. I've been to
Yeah,
that
my
one.
buddy's
It's a
like,
good time.
he got tickets from work and shit. So I was like, well, why not, right?
Yeah.
So,
I went to a New Year's Eve game once. It was a good time.
so
JJ
let's
scored a hat trick in the second period.
Yeah, I only got Clem Costin scored that time. But so our season right now, as it's shaping up, what we're looking at is we're looking at potentially 50 wins, 23 losses, and 9 overtime losses. That's fucking something substantial, man. Something substantial for sure.
Yeah, when was the
Um,
last time we had more than 40 wins?
I literally was just going to ask you to look that up. Like when was like this has to be one of our best records in like a long time. I
Oh,
can't even
it
remember
is
the
for
last time we
sure.
had 107 points, and we have the potential to have 109.
List of Oilers seasons.
Fuck off, Andrew. Don't even fucking start with me right now. You're gonna get me swearing, and I don't need that right now.
So,
I love that. Yeah, that'd be sick.
what are we doing here? So last year, we haven't had 40. We had 47 wins
Okay.
the year we like the first year we made playoffs, 2016, 2017.
Okay.
Like after the decade of darkness. And then we
Yep.
had 36, 35, 37, 45. This is literally our best year since 2000. Hang on,
Six.
sorry, I got the wrong column.
What was 2000?
No, bro, this is our best. 2008, we had 41 wins. 2007, 2008, we had 41 wins. So I guess those, aside from 17, where we had
Yeah.
47, like that's it. Like it's 41, 47, 49. Everything else is like mid 30s at
Yeah.
best.
Yeah. No,
Like
I definitely
the
agree.
last 2 years, like though we made playoffs. Oh, sorry. No, we had 49 wins last year.
Oh, it was 49 last year.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so we're tied with our best
I
right now.
thought this chart I was looking at included this year, so I skipped one. We had 49 wins last year.
Okay, so we have the potential to. We're as good as last season in terms of regular season, right?
Yeah, and this year we fell apart in the month of December
Yeah.
for no reason at all. We just like decided to fall apart in the month of December.
Yeah, the one thing that I've noticed about the Oilers, I don't know if you feel the same way. We're a strong start, we're a strong finish. We're not a good like in
Oh, it
between.
doesn't make any sense. We just fall apart randomly for like a month.
Yeah.
Every year. For like a month, we're just terrible.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh, okay, we're going to dial it back up again now.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, no, it's been a hell of a season. And you know what? I remember us talking on our last episode about us potentially getting Erik Karlsson, right? And how one player can't necessarily change the team. Well, let's go back to that statement then, Chris, because we got like Matthias Ekholm now, right? Do you think
I never said one player can't change a team.
I'm just saying though, like
I literally said exactly. So I said what would happen with the wrong player.
Yeah.
I said we were going to get Karlsson and Nurse was going to get better because he was going to have to play less minutes, less important minutes. He's going to be able to just play his game.
You called it, man. Absolutely.
And the exact fucking thing happened
with
Ekholm, which like is hilarious. Like Ekholm was like the third on the list for the wants for the Oilers, and he was exactly what the Oilers needed.
Who was second?
Like, I'm pretty sure it was Karlsson. Oh, it would have been Chychrun, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Continue.
So like he was like their third kind of want, and they ended up getting him anyway. And he was exactly what this team needed. Like it just like adds more depth to the defense. We actually have a solid top four, a very good top four. He can play. He's got a good shot. He can play wherever we need him to play. I think he's a great partner for Bouchard.
Absolutely phenomenal. Like Bouchard's play has gone so much
well,
up.
His confidence is up because he like I don't know if you saw the quote, but Ekholm told Bouchard like listen, pal, like you're gonna make mistakes. Like your fucking second year in the league, like you're gonna make mistakes. He's like just know that whenever you make a mistake, like I got it. Like don't worry, I'll pick up the pieces.
Your back.
He's like I'll pick it up. Don't worry, like I'll cover for you. Just like and then learn from it. Like don't let it happen again, kind of thing. And I think it takes some of the pressure off Bouchard. You're playing in. You got to think he's getting shit on by some of the fans, and like rightly so. He's had a bad year to a point. Recently, been very good, but he's had some struggles this year. But this is a tough market to play hockey in.
Oh, 100%.
If you're not good, man, and you open your phone, somebody's talking shit about you.
If you're a shit defender and you're a shit goalie, Edmonton's gonna fucking eat you up.
If you're a shit forward, Puljujarvi got eaten
alive here. I don't know about you know what? I think we're a little bit more relaxed on the forwards.
Just if they score lots, yeah. But Puljujarvi got destroyed here, man.
We got McDavid and Draisaitl. That's the thing. It's like as long as they're performing, oh my god, that was almost a goal. Yeah, no, like as long as we have McDavid and Draisaitl scoring, like as bad as it is, like the rest of like the forward line, like yeah, it gets a little bit overshadowed in my opinion. But I don't know.
It's not gonna be the Golden Knights, pal.
Oh,
the Golden Knights. Did the Golden Knights recently relocate to Edmonton?
No. So Ben, I'm gonna tell you right now, I do like the Golden Knights. Like I know this sounds bad. They are my second team. I'm sorry to say they are. I like them. They're a good team. But the thing is there's a lot of uncertainty right now in Las Vegas.
How can you have a second team in your own division?
Man, I like the team.
In the same division.
I know.
Like at least go across conference.
I know. But you know what? The thing is about the Golden Knights is they don't have solid goaltending right now. Like they don't know what they're doing. Like they're riddled with injuries, and that seems to be the story right now of the Knights too, right? So no, I don't think so. They probably will make it out of the first round just to get swept by the Oilers, but that's fine.
Did you see? I guess not to shift gears here, but Landeskog's not playing in the playoffs.
You know what? I actually I'm not saying that. Okay, you never wish injuries upon players for sure, but oh my god, he just missed that.
I think you're like behind me by 40 seconds.
Oh, yeah? Honestly, that's not entirely out of the realm of possibilities. But Cale Makar and now Landeskog.
Well, Cale Makar, what is his injury? I don't even
He's out for the season, man. He's not playing.
Is it out for the season?
He's out indefinitely right now.
Okay.
Which is a pretty big
Landeskog was already out. He's been out. He hasn't played at all this year. He's been out.
Yeah. But yeah, Makar's out indefinitely. I don't know what the injury is, and I don't know, Ben, if you're still listening.
You never celebrate injuries, but you can damn sure capitalize on them.
Well, and that's the thing is
Like, what are you
down
gonna
the
like? What are we
card-
gonna say? Like, oh, we're gonna take it easy in Colorado because they're arguably
No.
their two of their top three players are out. Not a chance. We're gonna shit on them. I don't give
Oh,
a
absolutely.
fuck.
But that's the
Like,
thing is like, you
oh,
know what? Like
oh my god.
every team is like that, right? Every team has that where it's they're riddled with injuries and they lose and they should be doing better. Like you see it at least once a season, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
It's just
exactly.
that it's
And I
Colorado.
mean, it's honestly, and the thing is this if you're an Avs fan, it's shitty because it happens to them all the time.
Yeah.
Like for like the last like up until last year, for the last like 5 years,
Yeah.
I picked Colorado to win the cup, and then like down the stretch, it was just like, oh, McKinnon's got this ailing injury, and Landy's banged up, and oh, we're on our sixth goalie of the season.
Draisaitl has
oh,
a higher sprain.
yeah, right. Like it's no, but like for the Avalanche, like it just seems like
Yeah.
that's always the story for them. Is that like I feel horrible for them because it's like it just they had a lot of really good teams and a lot of really good years that just kind of fell apart down the stretch because of like little bang ups here and there that like obviously you can't play through.
Yep. Well, yeah, it's fucking insane. But even with that, kind of shifting gears a tiny bit, Pittsburgh and Washington,
Gone, love it.
both
Love
not
it.
in the playoffs
Love
for the
it.
first
Love
time in fucking.
It's what though. It's all fun and games
years.
until somehow Washington wins the lottery and we got Ovechkin and Bedard. I'll fucking lose.
There's
it,
no
dude.
way it's happening. It won't
They're
happen.
like,
it can't
dude, they're like,
happen.
aren't they like fifth? They're like
No,
fifth.
it can't
in the
happen. It can't happen. It's gonna be Montreal, Anaheim. Oh fuck, who is it all? Montreal, Anaheim, Arizona, and Chicago. I'm pretty sure are the 4 teams.
Well, anybody can. I thought they changed it now, so anybody can get first now. If you
Is
win the
it?
lottery, I'm pretty sure they changed it. If you win the draft lottery, you get first pick.
Fucking celebrating that comment
It's
right now.
it's no longer like it used to be, like where you move up 2 spots or whatever, or 3 spots.
Who was
they
that? Who
changed-
scored?
Okay, so I'm behind you.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to spoil it, but
No, I thought you were behind me. I'm behind you,
okay.
and by like a lot, which is kind of fucked up. So we're gonna refresh this.
Yeah, well, when you figure it out, watch it and you tell me who scored, okay?
Yeah, sounds good. Wow, I'm way behind you.
Okay, well, I won't spoil goals then. Okay.
Oh, whatever.
It's funny. I
Um,
went Eastling too, but
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they did change. I'll look it up right now. But,
Okay.
So whichever team wins the lottery gets the first overall pick, and then the rest stays the same.
well, yeah. So I think I
Because
don't
it
know, I
used
have
to
a
be you
gut
moved
feeling-
up like 3 spots.
I have a gut feeling it's going to be Arizona. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't
right
know
here.
why.
Yeah, so teams are randomly assigned a 4-digit combination that are computer generated. Numbered balls are then placed into the lottery machine, and 4 balls are drawn. 15-second intervals. The team with the winning combination is awarded the pick.
So how many teams though is it?
So it's everybody who didn't make playoffs, but your odds change based on percent. So I just pulled up the odds. So right now, because you basically get like more lottery numbers the shittier you are.
Yeah.
So Columbus has a 25% chance. This is not what I'm looking at. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Sorry, Sean, they're out, bud.
Draft lottery odds. Sorry, hang on.
That's fine. Do your thing. I
Okay.
still think my favorite home team.
Okay, so so I was right. Okay, so Columbus has a 25% chance at the lottery. Chicago's 13, Anaheim's 11.5, San Jose is 9.5, Montreal's 8.5, and then it's Coyotes 7.5, Flyers 6.5, Capitals 6, Red Wings 5, Canucks 3.5, and Blues 3.
Wow.
That's the top 11. And then I believe the rest are in there with like a 1% shot. Like if you miss playoffs, like those other teams, it's like have a 1% chance or some shit. So that's why I'm saying it's all fun and games until Washington somehow wins the fucking lottery and gets
I don't
Bedard
know.
to play with Ovechkin.
I don't know, man. Like that's tough. Like sure, like yeah,
That'd be
the
nuts,
possibility
dude.
is there. But what if it's the Penguins? Fucking vice versa. What if it's the Penguins?
Well, I said Washington because they have better odds than the Penguins do.
Well, with that logic though, where it could be anybody, like it's fuck, did he get
Oh,
hurt?
for sure. Like I mean, realistically, it's gonna be one of those top 3. Like it's the reality of it.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh my god, please don't.
I wouldn't mind seeing him go to Chicago.
I think it's a possibility for sure. Columbus. You know what? It's funny with Columbus. I think they're a dying market. I'm really if Bedard does go to Columbus, that's
He plays with
very
Gaudreau.
boring. I don't know. Like I kind of hope he doesn't go to Columbus. I hope he goes anywhere else but Columbus. But I don't
Be
know.
another Rick Nash.
Yeah, that's
there and
fair.
just
That's
die.
fair. But yeah, so we're playoff bound 2 years in a row, man. Well, technically, what is it now? It's
It'll be
is it
4
3
years
years?
in a row.
3 years in a row? Yeah.
4.
Wow, the bubble's the bubble. Fuck, whatever. Right? Still,
But
I
we
guess
would've-
that still
We
counts.
would have made playoffs that year, though.
I think we would have finished first, actually, too.
Yeah, we were rolling until the stop.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
stop
no.
so badly screwed us. Yeah, because we lost in the qualifying round, lost in the first round, and then
Yeah.
lost the conference final. So this will be our 4th straight year in the playoffs.
Fuck, that's amazing, man. That's crazy. It's awesome that we get playoff hockey too. Like, I think that's
Oh, this
phenomenal.
city is so much fun to live in during playoff.
Oh,
hockey.
absolutely. Like, even the Ice District, like they're showing where they're gonna have watch parties, and now they're gonna have
Dude,
two
I
different
remember-
areas for watch parties.
I'll still never forget. Like, it's still like this now, but 2017, like after like the decade of darkness,
Yeah.
the fuck you like just driving downtown like the day before game 1, like you could just feel the energy. It's
Oh,
just
I
like,
love
this
it.
city's ready to fucking explode.
Yep.
Like this place is ready to erupt. Everybody, the Oilers flags on every fucking vehicle. Every pickup truck's got the big Oilers flag on it. Like everybody's wearing Oilers gear every single day. It was crazy.
Yeah, man. No, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I really hope we get a piece of it. You know, like and like this team, like you were mentioning before, it's
Lightning
just
still
on
Eastern
fire.
Conference champs. What?
Lightning still Eastern
Oh.
Conference champs 3 years, about 900 days until new crown championship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cup
you
final
know,
3 years in a row.
I will say though, like it's kind of reversed now with how the East is. Like the East is like literally a beast this season, right? Whereas I think last season,
So I think it's funny you say that because I was looking at that today. I was looking at the standings, and because everybody always says, "Oh, the East is so much harder," and it is. Like the East is a harder per se conference based
Yeah.
on records. Like everybody in the East has like high point totals,
yeah,
but it's like if you look at, it's not as tight as the West. Like the West is so tight.
yeah,
It's like the Flames weren't out of the playoffs till 2 days ago,
yep,
and they still have 93 points. Like the Flames, they were in the East. The Flames make the playoffs,
yep,
right? So it's like, yes, it's it's harder to get into the playoffs because you have to have like 110 points to make the playoffs in the East.
yep.
But also like, they also have the 4 worst teams in the NHL in the East. So
Yep.
these guys are playing these Eastern teams and beating them up and getting easy W's. Meanwhile, we're playing, Golden Knights, Kings, Kraken, even the Flames. Like, I hate the Flames, but they're still they're not an easy team to play against.
No, they
The
haven't.
The Canucks played 500 hockey. I mean, again, not the best team, but definitely still a hard team to play against. Ducks and Sharks were bad this year.
Yeah, they were really bad. I'm actually shocked.
Blackhawks, Coyotes, bad. Blues, tough team to play against. Predators, tough team to play against. Like, it's not
Well,
like
the
these are all.
Central's
It's not like
all
it's a
good.
cakewalk here, where it's like you said, you go to the East and you got, the Red Wings. I mean, young team getting better, but still not a great hockey team. Canadians, terrible. Sabres getting better. Senators getting better. Flyers, terrible. Blue Jackets, terrible. Capitals were not good this year. It's just like Ovechkin
Nope.
doing whatever Ovechkin
Did we beat the
does.
Capitals? I can't remember now.
Oh, fucking no. Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Who gives a
The
shit?
hater there.
I'll look it up, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no.
Like
you're
it's
not
just
wrong.
like I don't know. Like everybody goes like, oh, the East is so hard, and we split the series with the Capitals. We lost 5-4 and won. Nope, sorry, we lost both games.
Wow.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
I can't even read tonight. Hell yeah. But no, it's just like I don't know. Everybody says the East is so hard. It's like, well,
Well,
is
we
it?
beat
You just got a
Boston.
you got a pile of wins by beating these shit teams. Yeah, we beat we beat Boston. We beat Toronto. Pretty sure we beat Tampa Bay.
Yep, we
Pretty
did
sure we
Tampa
beat
Bay.
the Panthers. We beat the Hurricanes.
Yep.
I think we lost to the Devils.
Actually, I don't know if we beat the Hurricanes. I think we lost all games against the Hurricanes. I'm looking up
Wanna
right now.
go?
I'm
Let's
pretty
go.
sure, man.
Draisaitl.
Yeah.
Lost 1-1-1.
Okay, so
We
yeah,
got shelled in one. But again, every time I see these high scoring games, I'm like, Jack Campbell start. Probably
yeah,
let in
no,
6
that's
goals in the first 9 shots.
well, and that's the thing though is we bring in this goalie, and there's something to be said about that. Thinking he's our number one, and for once we actually went through the proper system and we developed a goalie the way we should have with Skinner like being in the system for as long as he is, and he's ready and he's showing that he's good. Like it's not a fluke. Like the guy is stopping some unreal shots. He's there. He's present.
Skinner's insane.
Yeah,
Skinner's
and we have him for
fucking
3
insane.
years.
I give a fuck. Yeah, Skinner's nuts. Listen, we're paying Jack Campbell to be a backup. And we win the Stanley Cup. I really don't give a fuck. I
Yeah,
don't give
yeah.
like not a single fuck is given. Don't give a shit. We won the cup. I don't give a fuck if he's making $35 million a season. Don't care. Sure, we won the cup.
You fucking start.
Fuck.
$35 million for Jack Campbell. Oh man. Oh my god, that's fucking funny. Well,
Don't let him play though. This is like honestly, like I don't hate Jack Campbell like I know a lot of people do. I think it's tough to come into.
He's not a starter though, man. He's not.
I wouldn't even agree with that. I think it's tough to come into a new city, a new market, a big market at that, and a big market that like wants a cup more than anything in the world.
Yeah.
And like a market that hasn't had a true goaltender in a long time, and play at like at a peak level. Like I feel for him. I don't think he's a terrible goaltender.
No.
I just think this is an off year for him, and hopefully we can trade him for something good. Because honestly, at this point, like it's Skinner's kind of time to shine. I think.
Yeah. 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 I can see
I'm
that.
also okay with like, I mean, we got Skinner on an ELC anyway, so it's like, what is it? We're not paying 2 goalies a shit ton of money. It's just like,
No.
it kind of sucks. We're paying a backup 5.5, but it's like,
I think the best scenario, in my opinion, is
we were always gonna regret that contract.
No, you're right.
I didn't think
you're
we
right.
were gonna. I didn't think we were gonna regret it in year 1, but we were always gonna regret it because it's long, like it's 5 years, and we all like everybody and their dog knew that Campbell by the end of that contract was gonna be the starting goaltender.
Yeah, I mean, the way I looked at it is it's one of those situations where it could be a high risk, high reward situation, right? Like, we're paying him as much because we know what he did in Toronto, right? And like he did good with Toronto in like multiple seasons, right? But he didn't hold up in the playoffs, and it really sucks. But I think the best scenario that we can have in the situation, being fans of that Oilers, is him continuing to play the way that he is. But hopefully, it has a hell of a season next season, and then trade him and see what kind of value you can get for him.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Because if you're going to roll with Skinner, which you should, especially if Skinner has another good season, like he's your guy then at that point, right? It's not just
It doesn't hurt to keep Doesn't hurt to keep Campbell until the deadline next year, though. Flip the deadline.
I wish that the NHL was like the NFL and you could restructure contracts.
No, because then the salary cap becomes a joke.
Yeah.
Well, it's what it is in hockey. The salary cap is, or football, sorry. The salary cap is a fucking joke.
Yeah. Okay.
We're over $700 million over cap. Well, it's okay. We'll just restructure this guy's contract so he gets paid all of this money last year somehow, even though last year's already passed. And this year his cap hit is $6. Perfect.
$6.
Like the cap it's stupid. It makes the cap completely irrelevant.
Yeah. Okay.
It's good that hockey has an actual solid salary cap. And it's like, if you are over this amount, you cannot play hockey.
Oh, that's a good comment. It would be in Oilers' best interest to look for a goalie in the draft and let him develop while Skinner starts for 2 to 3 years. Well, here's the thing, Foobs. We do have, I think is it Rodrigue? I want to say his name is. Rodrigue apparently is that guy that is developing right now. Apparently he's playing unreal in what is it? It's not AHL. Is it AHL?
Yeah, Bakersfield.
Yeah, he's playing unreal in the AHL. So, keep on developing him, and then we have one more. But I'm not necessarily against it. But we don't have our first pick, right? I think that's gone.
Yeah, our first round is gone.
Yeah. I'd go defense, man. At this point, we have a lot of forward. We have a ton of forward depth. I think what you got to do is you got to go and look for more defense or goalie. Don't even bother going forward. I know we went with Borgo, and we still have him, so maybe he does come up. I would just bait him.
I think we're at a point now where we're just kind of picking best player available.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah.
We have some decent defensive prospects in the system. We don't have a first. Like we had a first, I'd say use a first on a defenseman for sure. We don't
Yeah.
have a first. So now we're picking in the second round. I think you're just looking at best player available.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. Yeah.
like and also like how that player fits. Like if there's like if there's like a top like the best player available is a forward, but the second best player available is a defenseman. But the way he plays fits the Oilers better than the way this forward plays. Then like you know what I mean. Like there's definitely like some give and take with that.
So let's explore that. What do we need then? What do we pick then at that point? So like you're looking at this Oilers team. Let's just like throw a hypothetical situation out here.
Trading every single draft pick for Erik Karlsson.
Well, that's probably not going to happen. So realistically, okay.
Yeah.
So let's say we make, because I think personally,
I don't know this. Well, this you're. It's honestly, it's going to depend on how the playoffs goes because you're going to see the playoffs is where you really see where you're lacking.
Okay.
Like, do you need grit? Do you need to find some gritty guys? Do you need like another young defenseman? Or who do we lose? Like if we lose guys like Fogel or anybody like that, do we try to find players to fill those roles? Right. It really depends on how the playoffs goes.
What's Fogel's contract?
Who's in
Is
and
he?
who's
Is he? Do we have him for another year?
I'm not 100% sure. I just pulled that name off the top of my head.
No, I know. Just ball. Like you don't have to necessarily even look it up. But are we? Is he off his contract?
Hold on. I don't know. I
he's having a
literally
fucking
just
hell
like
of a
pulled
season.
that name as like an example.
No, because it's a great example though. Because the thing is Fogel.
No, he's
having a
signed. He's
fucking
signed for a
hell of-
couple of years. He's signed
Exactly.
for another year.
Fogel is a guy I'd want to bait almost. Like I don't want to lose him. Don't get me wrong, but he's a guy that fucking I'd want to see like what we could get for him. You could get a decent amount for Fogel right now, especially.
Why are you trying to trade away our good players? Stop doing that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying if it came down to
you're
it,
too used to us having Peter Chiarelli in charge of this fucking franchise.
yeah, honestly, it's PTSD.
There's
I
literally
apologize.
not one player on this team we should let go or shop or anything.
No,
Unless you're trying to get another Ekholm somehow, which you're not going to do.
no.
There's not one play. Like if we can keep this roster together going into next year, like I said, unless you're getting Erik Karlsson, then you're like, well, then you're looking at trading a Broberg or something, right? But like,
I would trade more than that, bro. I don't.
well,
want,
no, you're going to trade more. I'm just saying, like that's a player that's going to come out of the lineup, probably like a Holloway, like those kind of guys. But it's, yeah, like I'm not shopping anybody on this team. There's nobody that's like sticks out, like doesn't fit. Our third line scores goals. Our fourth line scores goals.
Yeah, you're right.
And they do their job. They all play defense. They all back check. They all do things well. Our penalty kill is astounding. Our power play is incredible. Like there's not a spot like I mean, to go back to Andrew's point, it kind of makes sense to look at goalies if that's an area of concern. Because listen, you can never have too many goalies. Like,
that's true.
You can trade them. You can never have too many fucking goalies.
Yep.
Look at like the reason that the Lightning have been so good for as long as they have is like they had Ben Bishop, and then they drafted and developed Vasilevsky, and then Vasilevsky just like rolled in out of nowhere. This monster goalie.
Yep.
Same thing with Colorado. Like like I said, I brought it up earlier. In the
Not
show,
even Colorado. Look at the Knights. The only reason why the Knights have been
but Colorado. The reason I bring up Colorado is because like 3 or 4 years ago, they were on like their 5th or 6th goalie, and they were still like first place in the West because they had such incredible depth of goaltending. The Red Wings for a while too were like that. They just seem to always have goaltenders. And like there's like I think off the top of my head I can't think of it, but I know there's like 4 or 5 teams.
Well, they had
that just always
Kemper.
has a starting goaltender that's incredible. And it's like, why can't we have this plethora of goaltenders so that if 6 goalies get hurt, we're still good, right? So
Well, it's Colorado.
it maybe does. You start looking at goaltenders in the draft because you can't have too many. Like I said, I think you just start looking at holes in the roster, looking at holes in the lineup, looking at holes in the future, and seeing what you can do. And then or you start trading picks for more
defenseman.
more upside. Yeah.
So I agree
Even
with
just
you.
upside.
Actually.
We're not in a point anymore where we need to like starve for defensemen like we were before.
Yeah.
We're not at that point anymore. Like we got a solid top 4.
Yeah.
Unless you're getting Karlsson. Like the reason I say that is because like I know we're probably not. That's probably never happening.
Well,
But
don't say that.
I know. I'm just saying. I know it's like unlikely, but like if there's a defenseman, I would want to trade for, it'd be Erik Karlsson.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree
Like,
with
there's
you.
nobody else I'd rather trade for. Especially when you're going to have to give up quite a bit to get the type of player that the Oilers are going to want.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I the only thing I would add to that is yeah, like I could definitely see it. Like to me, the way I look at it is I like the team we have here, and I could see the goalie situation for sure. Where where we probably are going to be drafting in the second round, like hopefully depending if it's sooner than later, maybe we can move up a spot. Is actually pretty ideal for a goalie to be taken anyways. So that wouldn't be the worst case scenario. Yeah, I wouldn't want to trade up a lot. I think if we were to go for a defense, I mean, I think we're just trading draft picks at that point. Draft picks as much as we can.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see them trade another pick yet. Like,
Yeah,
especially
see, I
especially
could
if
see this, man. I didn't. I
that's
think
a lot.
honestly,
I've
if
read
we
that
list up,
lots.
if we don't go to the Stanley Cup or even do well in the Western Final, if we don't go far, that is a possibility. Is Eric Carlson
I think
traded?
a possibility anyway. I think it's a realistic possibility anyway. The Sharks are going to be looking to trade him before the draft,
Yeah,
probably.
he wanted to go here. He didn't hate it here. Like he wants, like he said, that he would move his
Why
no
wouldn't you
trade
want to
clause
play
for
here?
Edmonton.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to play here?
Well, that's exactly it.
I think, yeah, I think it's possible. I just don't know how the financials work.
Yeah.
And now it's a little bit tougher now without a first round pick this year. Because that means you're gonna have to convince the Sharks to take a first round pick next year, which I mean isn't gonna hurt them either. Like they need all the draft picks and help they can get for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
But you got to convince them to take a first round pick next year. They're probably gonna want like Borgalt
You're trading a
or
player, for
Holloway
sure,
or
I think.
both. Oh, but they're gonna trade a young player,
Yeah.
right? So you're looking at Borgalt or Holloway or both, or Broberg, and a player, and like it's gonna be the package would be huge, and then still the I don't know how the financials work out. Now I do believe we have more cap space next year because there's a bunch of contracts next year that come off, like that we bought out.
Oh, really?
We talked about that before. Hang on, I'll pull it up. I'm on cap friendly already.
Well, no, because we haven't signed Matthias Ekholm, right? Like, is he? Do we
He's
keep
under
his contract for 2
He's
years?
Under contract. Yeah, he's under contract till 2026.
Okay.
That's $6 million a season, but whatever, he's worth it.
Well, I think
We're gonna regret that at the end of he's gonna be 38 at the end of this contract though, or sorry, he's gonna be 36 at the end of this contract.
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but I think that last year is gonna be a tough year.
You know what?
I think that last year is gonna be a year you end up buying him out in, but like this year, obviously next year he's gonna be fine. Year after he'll probably start to decline.
Okay.
But so next year, who comes off next year? So Lucic is off next year from the dead. So that frees up. It's only 3/4, but it's still dead cap that we get back. And Sekera is off next year. So we get
Finally.
So we get $2.5 million back next year from those two combined.
But I think it's Derek Ryan, Ryan McLeod.
Let me see here. Derek Ryan, Janmark is a UFA. Shore is a UFA. McLeod's RFA.
Who was the last one? Sorry.
McLeod and Costin are both RFAs, and then Bukestad is a UFA as well. I think Bukestad's one you got to keep.
Out of the ones you said, Bukestad you keep. I think you let Shore walk. I don't think we need Shore. I'll be honest.
I like Shore a lot. But
I do. I like him. I think he's a great guy on the team.
I think it depends on how much he wants, really. If you can get him to take another $850K contract, then it doesn't hurt the team at all.
I think you could let Janmark walk and keep Klim Kostin.
Stop speaking.
You don't think so? Really?
Well, you keep Klim Kostin, but you keep Janmark too.
Well, out of the 5, though, man, you can't keep it. So what? You want to let Derek Ryan or Ryan McLeod walk?
Why can't we? Why can't we?
Where we're fucking getting the cap space from? Where are we getting it from?
We're literally paying them all right now.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. You think they're all going to need like $6 million raises?
But we only have what, $2.5 million?
No, that's just free. That's free cap that we get back. We have more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's what we get back. So like that $2.5 million comes from us getting back the dead cap from Lucic and the buyout from Sekera. We still have other cap space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then sure, yeah, keep them all.
Because like essentially those contracts are all coming off too, right? Like so I think if you can get all those guys to sign for like fairly close to where they're at now. Like nobody really had an incredible year, like where they deserve a huge raise.
Yeah.
I think Ryan will end up probably leaving. He's 36, so I
I
don't think he'll be back.
Yeah, he's pretty old, but he's been playing
Yeah.
well.
He's been
so,
playing very well, but I just think you can replace like his production can be replaced with a younger player,
Yeah.
right? At like because he's at 1.1 and a quarter right now, which isn't bad, but I mean it's just
No.
like I said, he'll be 37 next year. Like we're looking at an old player.
Fuck, the Knights don't
Right.
play till 8:30. I was looking it up. I'm like, are the Knights playing right now? What's the score for the Knights game? It's not on till 8:30.
Here, hold on. I can skip to next year too if you really want to talk cap.
Yeah.
Hold on here. Next season.
Well, I guess with that being said, too, while you're looking that up, so I read an article. Actually, I've read many articles where people are coming out saying they do not want to play the Oilers. The Oilers, like, they
Why would you
fear
want
playing
to play the Oilers? Why would you want to play the Oilers?
Like right now, especially, like fuck, that's awesome. Like that's an awesome position to be in.
Nobody woke up this morning and was like, "Man, in the first round of the playoffs, I really want to play the two best players in the fucking world."
Right?
Like, nobody
What?
just like got out of bed and was like, "Yeah, this seems like a good idea. Let's fucking take them on."
Well, like, here, hold on. But like, let's talk about Nuge also, right?
No, I know.
Like,
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm not saying anything bad about Nuge. I'm just saying those two are the two best players in the world.
yeah, and they're fucking showing it this season. That's the thing,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm
And this
saying. So it's
season,
like,
fucking
yeah.
Connor McDavid is on a different fucking planet this season.
why
Like,
can't I go to next season? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out.
no, that's fine. That's fine. Like, it is absolutely like unbelievable the season he's having. Like the fact that we're even talking about, hey, Connor McDavid might have 156 points when Jonathan Huberdeau finished his season with 55 points, fucking blows my mind. Blows my mind. Like, how insane is that?
Calgary fucking sucks. I love every minute of it. I love watching Calgary fucking suck.
Would you take Markstrom if you wanted to come here?
Not now.
You wouldn't take him now?
Why would I take him now? We have Stuart Skinner. He's
I'm just saying as a backup. Like, what if
No.
we
He
no?
gets paid like $8 million, man.
What if Calgary ate like 50% of the contract?
Well, first of all, Calgary would never trade him.
Oh fuck yeah, Calgary is like literally like I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. Like they're fucked.
Oh man, so
Like
good.
what is Kadri gonna even do?
There's
Do you know what I
literally
mean? Like,
nothing. There's nothing I love more than watching Calgary struggle.
yeah, it's
There's
so
nothing that makes
beautiful.
me happier. Nothing makes me happier than watching Calgary struggle.
Oh man, it's been you know what Calgary as a whole has been a hell of a year for them because not only is Calgary Flames suck.
So they traded Kachuk for Huberdeau and
Yeah.
Uyghur, thinking that was going to be like a big band-aid on the whole issue.
Yeah.
And then gave Uyghur that big ass contract
Yeah,
and gave didn't Huberdeau sign a big ass contract too?
yeah. Huberdeau signed like a 7-year.
Yeah, man.
contract with
And then they
Detroit.
both just fucked the dog.
Yeah. You know
All
what?
year.
Kadri was a good trade. I will say that Kadri was good to get there, but like now when you're seeing what Kachuk is doing, especially in Florida, fucking like it was a bad trade. Like the guy is an absolute stud, and I can like him now because he's not in Calgary.
Huberdeau's AAV after this season is $10.5 million.
Like that's so bad.
He signed an 8-year, $84 million contract with the Calgary Flames on August 4th, 2022. That's my new favorite date ever. The contract has a cap hit of $10.5 million.
Does Calgary technically, as of right now, have the worst contract? Like as
For
of right
that
now,
might be the worst contract in the NHL.
no more
And I
Darnell Nurse talk.
love it. Could not have happened to better people.
Oh god, that's so funny. You know, it sucks.
Imagine-
I actually like Huberdeau. Like I actually liked him as a player.
Imagine paying 10. Dude, if he got paid 10.5 this year, he got paid 1.5 million per goal.
Oh,
If that was this year, like this year's contract was lower because it was still his contract from the Panthers.
yeah.
But if like he scored 15 goals this year, that's 1.5 per goal.
Oh my god.
Or no,
That's
whatever. It's
unreal.
not quite exactly that, but damn, like whatever, something like that. That's ridiculous, dude.
Do you think?
1.1 per goal is what it is.
Oh my god. Fuck. Yeah, you know what? So like, don't get me wrong. We could shit on Calgary for hours, right? And I have no problem with it.
Oh, buddy,
Does it
I'll
continue
sit here and
next
shit
season
on
with him?
Calgary until 4 o'clock in the
Do you
morning.
think it
What's that?
continues with him? Like, do you think it's just a bad season for him though?
The contract has a no move clause. He's literally in Calgary for the next 8 years, hopefully getting 55 points a season.
Yeah, unfortunately, my fiance.
I mean,
is a Calgary Flames fan.
Who's a big Calgary Flames fan?
It's got the death stare.
Oh.
No, she hates the Calgary Flames. Don't worry.
No.
We wouldn't be getting married if she was a Calgary Flames fan.
Now listen, she likes dumb stuff. She's marrying you, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh god. Yeah, you know what? The thing is you gotta compliment it. Like, she's the smart one. I'm the dumb one. That's fine. I'm learning, right? That's a thing, right?
Accurate. Yeah, well.
Like, you taught me
At
about
least
Darnell
you know.
Nurse.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh man, totally off topic. But today I saw on Barstool on Spit and Chicklets.
Yeah.
Ryan Whitney was on. He's like, listen. He's like, I told my wife the playoffs are starting, and I'm coming home, and he's like, and I'm sleeping until like noon, and I'm watching hockey all fucking day. And my wife said, no, I'm not. So no, I'm not. Or he's like, and my wife said, no, you're not, and I said, okay, or something like that. Dude, I died, man.
Oh man, that's kind of funny actually. 'Cause you know what? On that topic, like I told Taylor, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm like, if the Oilers make the playoffs and they're about to win the Stanley Cup, like, we're gonna drive down from Wetaskiwin to Edmonton, and like Killian's gonna miss school. I'm like, as I said that, I'm like, I look at her, I'm like, is she gonna say anything? Like, is she gonna say no? Am I good? Like, am I in the clear right now, or?
I'm going down there. If the Oilers are about to win the cup, I'm going.
Buddy,
down
I'm gonna look for you, man. I'm gonna look for you as soon as I get there. I'm like,
I'll be there.
message you, like,
I'll
where are you
probably
at?
be getting arrested, but I'll be there.
Oh
Like
man,
naked climbing up a fucking lamppost. In tears.
I'll go find the one down the street and I'll join
Yeah.
you. Fuck.
Just like I'll be like bawling tears, just like losing my mind, dude. Oh man.
Oh,
It
the
would-
Oilers- I'll cry.
It would
Absolutely.
literally cripple me. I'd collapse to the ground.
just,
if they won the
just
cup.
like one of those toys
It's
or
been-
whatever, where you like.
It's
you
been
hit the
such
bottom,
a long road to get to this point where we're like actually
Yeah.
a cup favorite.
Yeah, in the conversation. No,
It's
absolutely.
been so long.
Yeah. Hopefully they can do it, man. But so I guess with that being said, though, what do you think our best pathway though, realistically, to the
I
cup?
don't give a fuck.
But let's humor me right now.
There's not one team in the West that worries me at all.
Okay, so potential matchups though, like if you know what the East is playing and if you know what the West is playing. I know what the West is playing, but to me, right, as it stands right now, Vegas isn't playing, right? So Vegas is going to start at 8:30 tonight, Mountain Standard Time, and they're going to be playing the Seattle Kraken.
So
So
if we lose, we play the Kings, right?
if we lose, no, if we win and they win, we play the Kings.
Yeah.
If we win and they lose, then we play the Jets. Those are our two pathways right now.
Yeah.
I think it's. Oh wait, actually no, that's not true. I think if
I'd
they
rather play the
lose-
Jets.
I think if they lose, or how does it work? If
I-
the Kraken win,
So if the Kraken win in regulation and we win this game in any way, shape, or form,
yeah,
we get first in the division.
yeah,
If
absolutely.
if the Vegas Golden Knights get one single point, then we're second.
Actually, I think Colorado still has a shot technically because they have two
To
games.
the division.
Yeah, I think they still have a shot though.
They're
Do
not
they
in our division.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes,
Division.
yes. I'm talking about the Western Conference. My bad.
Yeah, Western Conference. Yeah, I think I just had that pulled up too. I should start leaving these tabs open. You ask a lot of questions and you jump around.
I'm sorry, man. It just rolls, dude. It just rolls.
So they do have 2 games left, but if we win and they won both of their games, we would be tied.
Yeah.
And I believe we also have the tiebreaker on them.
No, I don't think
Yes.
so.
Yes,
How? Because we lost 2 times to them to OT, and we just won the last game,
we won one,
and we lost 2 in
one
OT.
in OT, lost 2 in OT.
Yep.
Oh, then I don't know.
We don't get the tiebreaker then. So I think in that scenario, though,
They're not going to win those games, so fuck them.
Well, no, if that does happen though,
That game is on right now, and it's 2-2, Jets and Avalanche.
see, and how does that not scare you though? Like, how does it not scare you that the
Because
Jets
the Kings are gonna be a tougher battle, I think.
You think that the Kings are going to be a tougher
The
battle?
Kings are playing real good hockey right now, and they're mad because we just beat them twice.
So what? You think they're going to kind of roll into our fucking territory and just?
I think they're gonna come in. I'd rather play a Jets team that like thinks that they can beat the Oilers versus an angry Kings team. Yes.
Yeah, they're going to be aggressive too. Like watch them take shots. Like
that's what I mean. They're
gonna come. Doughty will be on fire probably too. Okay, so we'll say that the Kings in our first round because that's probably the most likely outcome regardless. So.
Kings, like we just shut out the Kings and then beat them again 5 days later 3-1.
Yeah,
they're gonna be so mad.
We walk away from this. I think still. I still think we make the second round.
Oh, for sure. I'm just saying, like if we're talking, like I said before, there's not one team in the West that actually scares me whatsoever. You asked me to tell you which one I would rather play. I would rather play the Jets.
Okay, so then second round, then we have the Kraken more than likely playing the Knights. So I'm going to say the Knights walk away with that, okay? So we're going to say that then it's the Knights and the Oilers in the second round.
Sorry, I'm just looking here. So you'd have Dallas would play Dallas. How does this work again? I hate our playoff format.
So
Dallas would play Kraken. Colorado, no.
So isn't it because right now, right? It's the top placed team, no matter what, plays.
Yeah, so Dallas would play the Kraken.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dallas, Kraken, and Colorado, Minnesota, and Colorado beats Minnesota still.
You really? I'm not going to say that right now. I'm not going to say that. Colorado, with their injuries right now, still beats Minnesota. I don't know, man.
Still got Nathan McKinnon, man.
Okay, so Colorado moves forward, right?
And like Colorado is a good team still without Landeskog and Makar. They're just not a powerhouse team without Landeskog and Makar.
Fuck the Stars, go Kraken. You know what? There's going to be a team that'll fall off for sure. There always is in the playoffs, especially in the first round. It's notorious for that.
I think the Stars will beat up on the Kraken. Personally.
Yeah, I do too. So what? We're looking at the Stars then, and
Stars in Colorado,
and then what? Vegas and Edmonton.
I'd take the Kings over Vegas.
No,
that's hard to say. Honestly, that was hard to say.
Second round. I'm talking second round because
I know, but you're talking about you're saying Vegas beats the Kings then.
I'm saying Vegas beats. I'm saying Vegas beats the Kraken because doesn't the Kraken play?
No. So Vegas will play whichever team we don't. So if we play the Kings, Vegas will play.
Jets.
Winnipeg. Yeah.
Okay. So Vegas beats the Jets. We beat the Kings. We play Vegas. I still think that's the matchup in the second round.
Is Vegas Edmonton?
Yes.
Well, it's the second round because then it gets reseeded. So, we wouldn't play Vegas until the conference final.
Oh, okay.
Because we would have unless Colorado wins out here, but even still, we wouldn't play the.
So who are we seeing in the second round potentially then? Let's just throw the hypothetical scenario right now.
I'm running the numbers. It's hard to with Colorado being 2 games back, but at this exact second, it would be. It's hard to with all the hypothetical.
Who does Colorado play next 2 games?
We're playing Colorado. Essentially, we're playing Colorado or Dallas in like the scenario we're talking because Vegas and Edmonton would be the top 2 teams in the West.
I'm okay with either team, in my opinion. I'd
rather play Colorado. Dallas is a better goaltender.
Well, yeah, Ottinger, you mean?
Yeah, Ottinger's insane, dude.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking crazy.
I'd rather play the Stars over, or I'd rather play Colorado, knowing it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
Than play the Stars and let Ottinger have a 50 save performance and us score 1 fucking goal.
Fucking, he's phenomenal, man. He's phenomenal. So they're playing the Jets right now, and then they also play the Predators. So if they lose to the Jets, which is the more likely scenario, I still think they're going to beat the Nashville Predators. I don't think the Nashville Predators are going to put up much of a fight, in my opinion. So if they win tonight, there's a good chance they're going to win right through.
Sorry, who? Oh, Colorado. You mean?
Yeah, Colorado.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's 2-2.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I mean, you never know either, right? With the fact they are banged up. So I watched an interview with Jack Eichel earlier, actually, and he was saying like games like that, like it almost is harder for teams like Colorado to win those games because Nashville's like literally playing for nothing.
Yeah.
Like they don't care. There's no pressure on them. Whereas like Colorado, you're looking at like trying to play for first place in the conference. Like all the pressure's on you. It's almost harder to win, even though it's a team that you essentially should beat up on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. It is one of those situations where like even like a top place team, and that's when you see these top place teams losing. Like potentially, I'm not sure who Boston plays in the first round, but like that's where you could see Boston lose, right? That's where you
Boston's
could see
playing Florida. Boston's playing Florida.
Yeah, you know what?
The East is set, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So
yeah, the East is set.
To play Florida, like watch Florida come out of it and win, right? It's tough to say. Like, you know, you underestimate these really good teams.
I mean, listen, Boston. I think Boston's walking to the final.
You think so?
I think they're gonna walk the East.
And then what? Lose to the West?
Yeah, and lose to others, of course.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. So, first round, you think the best scenario is for us to play the Jets? I'm going to say the Kings. That's what I think, personally.
I mean, so yeah, like I said, for me, it's just a personal. Like I just think that the Jets offer us less. Like there's less anger there to build up towards us, whereas like the Kings are going to come. Especially too, you got to remember we beat the Kings last year.
Yeah.
So they got just like added fuel to the fire, right? Like it's, I don't know. I'd rather play the Jets, but I really don't care. There's literally not one. Like I said, there's not one team in the West that I'm like, I don't want to play them. We're that team. We're the team we don't want to play.
No, I definitely agree. So what would be your most ideal, like let's just say hypothetically that we play Dallas or Colorado. Who would you rather play in the second round?
Colorado.
Over Dallas? Yeah? Okay.
I don't want to play against Ottinger if I have to choose.
See, it's interesting because me and you are going opposites on this because I would pick Dallas over Colorado.
I mean, again, like they're very similar teams, really.
Yeah.
Both have solid goaltending. Both have good offense.
We've just fared better against Dallas this season. But that's me. That's my 2 cents on it. So then the Western final, right? Potentially could be what? Edmonton,
Vegas.
Yeah, Edmonton, Vegas. I'm not scared of that matchup.
No. Not at all.
No. If that's a scenario, I'll take that. Like, I think, again, if Vegas does make it that far, there is something to be said about it, for sure. But I think
right now, Vegas is, on paper, Vegas is the best team in the West, according to the record. I'd love to see this record if the Oilers didn't fall apart in December.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the fact is their goalie right now that they're running with is Laurent Brossoit, right? Like, literally an old Oilers goalie.
Yeah.
So, that's fine. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Who do you think comes out of the East, and who do you not want to play out of the East?
Boston.
Both Boston?
Yeah.
So who do you want to play out of the East then?
Toronto.
Well, Toronto's not.
I'd love nothing more for Toronto to finally make a cup final and lose the fucking Oilers. No, I'd love nothing more than for the Toronto to finally get out of the first round. We'll get to the cup final and lose the fucking Oilers.
Fuck.
Oh, buddy, I would fucking love.
Can you imagine?
Nothing more.
I don't know if I'd want that though, man. Because here's the thing: like, if you have Toronto playing Edmonton in the final, and fucking Edmonton does somehow lose to Toronto, oh, I'd be fucking gone. Like, I would not leave my house for a fucking month because there's so many Toronto fans here that I would just be.
I mean, realistically, I think it's gonna be Boston, Toronto, or Tampa Bay.
Oh man, I can't even imagine that. Well, fucking, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we're at with this right now. Me and Chris will definitely be doing this a lot more regular. Probably weekly now, going after the games. That's the plan, at least for the playoffs and shit. I'm not gonna promise you all that I'm not going to be a little bit liquored, but we're here for a fun time, not a long time. So, Chris, any last words?
Go Oilers.
Yeah, fuck, go Oilers. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and have a good night.